Alrighty. Thank you for tuning in to yet another lesson by Coach Klassik King. All right. This lesson is lesson number 8. All about love, baby. All about love. All right. There's a lot of aspects to love. It's simple and at the same time complicated. Alrighty. So hopefully, it's a big topic. It's a lot that I could touch on, but I'm gonna make it short, make it sweet. And hopefully you pick up and get some of the key points on what I'm trying to explain, okay? Above all, love starts with loving one's self, okay? I've learned this one the past couple of years of my life has been a big one for me. It's not that I haven't loved myself throughout life. It's not that I haven't given myself self-love because I've always taken care of myself. I've always loved myself because always been a confident dude. Always loved who I was, you know. But where I fell short on is I became too giving on my energy. Alrighty. I didn't love myself enough to make sure that I do what I need to do to maintain a balance. I lost a balance in my life. All right, over the past several years, few years, maybe since like 2019, no, I would say 2020. Um, yeah, I would say maybe 2020. Since that, you know, the 19 came. Whatchamacallit, that hot sauce, the hot sauce 19. Anyways, yeah, that whole thing came. Kind of lost my balance, and which I think it was not only just for myself, but I think um, not gonna go too much into all the other stuff with it, but I think it was very much planned. I think it was way more than what we saw behind the scenes of things. But yeah, lost balance. And that's okay because it taught me a valuable lesson in life. Taught me um I need to maintain focus on myself and put myself first because I can't help others if I'm not helping myself already. Can't help anybody else if I'm not helping myself. That goes back to what I was saying about energy. Um, Giving people too much of my energy and not replenishing myself fully. All right. If you keep pouring out of your cup, your energy cup, right? And even if you're just throwing just a little bit back in, if you're not putting in more than what you're giving, at some point there's gonna be nothing left in your cup, right? You're gonna be looking like, damn, ain't nothing left in my energy cup. You know what I mean? And then at that point, you may start to feel though it's a little bit harder to maintain giving your energy and trying to replenishing your. It's always a battle between trying to give and take. Alrighty. So let me keep moving. Too much of anything or even good things can potentially become bad for you. Alrighty. Too much of anything can become bad for you. Okay. Eating healthy, you know, that could become detrimental to your health if you're eating a food too much, because maybe that food carries a certain vitamin in it that your body is sustaining too much of that vitamin. And that can be dangerous for you. Okay. Drinking too much water can be bad for you. Did you know you could get drunk off water? Drinking too much water? Yeah, there was a case about that with some guy. He was drinking too much water, and I don't get the whole ins and out. They thought he was drunk. They literally thought he was drunk, but no, You just had too much water in the system. Um, as I talked about in my last lesson, lesson number 7, that was drugs and addictions. Um, that can play a part on love, because that could take away from the aspects of yourself or from your loved ones. It can greatly affect the aspect of love in your life. All right. Because if you have an addiction, um, it's almost like you're psychologically placing a love for that thing on your mind. Okay. There's some people that lie, cheat, and steal just to get what they want for the love of it. Okay. Just for the love of it. All righty. Like I said, that could become detrimental to your health. Loving yourself does not mean you have a big ego. And I talked about in other lessons that there is such thing as healthy narcissism, which is the implementation of self-love, like having dignity, respect for yourself, having place some value on yourself. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? And it does not mean that you think you're better than people just because you place a value and self-love for yourself, okay? It means, like I said, it means you have dignity. It means you have care and peace for who you are, for your being. It means that you value yourself, not to let yourself go or lose yourself in something and trying to love something or someone else. Alrighty. Love is a powerful, and I think one of the most powerful force in the universe. Okay. Love is the highest vibration. Love is the highest vibration. Just think about it. Just think about how good it feels when you're in love, right? Everybody talk about I'm in love. Isn't that associated with a good feeling? Isn't that associated with just being in the clouds? Isn't that just associated with bliss? Just with just smooth, smooth sailing? When you're in love, that's a high vibration. Okay, because if you're hating something, if you hate something, that's lower vibration. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel right. Everyone has their own interpretation of what it means to give and receive love. Okay. And I think I may talk about it. Yeah, I talk about it later on, but I talk about different love languages if you're familiar with that. And the type of love you want or need in life may look or feel different to someone else. Okay. Which is why we need to be honest in our communication and honest with what we need when it comes to intimate relationships, friendship relationships, family relationships. Okay. We need to respect each other on how we receive love. Right. But we also need to be able to give it too in a way that others can receive it. When it comes to dealing with people close to us, we must take in consideration the type of love that works for them, essentially, and essentially do the same for you. Just like you love them the way they see it, they should do the same for you. Okay. Unfortunately, in life, we may not always receive the energy we give to people. We may not always get the love back or the love that we need in certain situations. It doesn't mean that that person is a bad person, or maybe they're not right for you in a situation. Maybe they just need a little bit of growing to do. Maybe y'all could be right for each other, but maybe they just need a little lesson in life. Maybe they need a little growing to do. All right. So don't ever discount somebody just because they're not giving you exactly what you need in the moment. Okay. Maybe they need some growing to do, personal growth. All right. Now, and I'll talk about that in think I talk about that and it might have been in lesson number 5 on healthy lifestyles, or it might be in my message to the youth where I talk about sometimes, even in relationships, sometimes the first time around, it might start off good and then end bad, you know. But sometimes it takes for those things to happen to maybe for one or both persons to learn a lesson, and maybe that relationship may come back around. And the second time around is usually better because you don't learn each other, you learn what was wrong, you learn what mistakes you guys made, because nobody's perfect. No one's perfect. Okay. You learn what mistakes you guys made. And now the second time around, y'all are just like, you know what? Listen, my bad. I did that. I know I did wrong. I want to make things right. I'm here. My heart is still in it. My heart is still in it. Let's make this right. Let's make this right again. All right. We messed up. We both did wrong. We know what happened. Let's do it right this time. Okay. And to be honest with you, some of the best relationships in life always come back around. Don't work out the first time. Nothing worth having comes easy. It's always gonna be like that. Sometimes you gotta break up just for things to come back around and it be a much better feeling. Like the love is just gonna be like, all right, baby. Girl, I know I hurt you, but I'm ready. I'm ready to love you. It could be vice versa. It could be women break hearts too. Women break hearts. Trust me, women break hearts. Just like men do. So no one's safe from a broken heart. No one's safe from the ups and downs of love, all right, and what it brings. So just embrace it and embrace the challenges and the change that it has in your life. All right. There are aspects of love called love languages, which I mentioned, which categorize different ways people are most receptive to love and or the ways they best give love. Some people receive love differently from how they give love. Like for instance, for me, I I give my love, okay, essentially at my core being, I give my love through I'm the type when I'm in a relationship, I like to be affectionate. That's past several years of my life, like I said, I've been unbalanced. So that side is a side of myself I haven't been able to fully give. But when I'm balanced, the way that I like to give love is through affection, like hugs, kisses, you know, laying in bed at night, snuggling, just racing home, racing home to my lady just to, greet me at the door. That type of I'm that old school type love. I love the smallest thing. Coming home to woo, what's that cooking? Man. But anyway, this is how I give love. Affection. I'm a gift giver. Like I'm definitely a gift giver. Like shoot, if I'm in love or you make me happy, shoot, I'm gonna want to go out and get the things that make you happy. You know what I mean? If and it may change from relationship to relationship just because one relationship like one thing and the next relationship is like another. Shoot, like I've only been in 3 relationships my whole entire life. Um, the first two really didn't care about necessarily like flowers or anything, you know. But my last, she liked flowers. She loved flowers. So, I kind of made it my thing of just like every month giving her a set of flowers, a bouquet that represented, either like the month or the seasons or, just certain elements of the colors, So that was something that I picked up on. Like, I enjoy doing that. I enjoy doing that. Um, Giving my woman what she likes, because it don't take nothing out of me just to be like, I'm already out here. Let me pick up something for her. Always have her in mind. So affection, giving. Um, I guess this would be intimate relationships. Like, when I'm with my woman, because different relationships, whether it's intimate, whether it's family, whether it's friendships, all call for different levels, different types of love, right? So for me, intimate relationships, my love language for giving, my love language for giving love is affection, which is like hugs, kisses, lovey-dovey type stuff. Gift giving, um, words of affirmation. Yeah, words of affirmation. Um, what's the list? I don't know if this was on a list, but like going out of my way. Like if I love you, I'm gonna go out of my way. Like even if it's something I don't want to do. Like for instance, fellas, y'all know what I'm talking about when I mention this part. You ever be out, right? You call your girl, yo, sweetheart, I'm out. Do you need anything? Oh, can you get me blase, 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 blase? All right, baby, I got you. You get all that. You right around the corner. You right around the corner from being home. Oh, I forgot. Can you give me this? Da, 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 da. We may have some few words to say. Woman, I'm right around the corner from being home. But when you really love somebody, you'll be like, all right, all right, back around. Let me go get her what she needs. Because hopefully she's providing everything that you need. That's the type of love. When a woman is providing everything that you need, men, I mean, just men, but when somebody's providing everything that you need, you will go out of your way. And you won't even feel bad about it. You won't feel like angry. You might, don't get me wrong, especially, if you get into the relationship past that honeymoon phase, there might be some days where it's like, oh, a little frustrated. But nevertheless, you're still going to do it, right? Right. So let me keep moving. So the ways that I receive love, um, affection, words of affirmation. I don't know if this is part of the love language, but like as far as the official love languages, um, I need to do a review on that so I can bring that to remembrance. But it is affection, words of affirmation, and as every man knows, what's the key to a man's heart? Stomach. Right, I love walking in. Whew. what's that cooking? You know? So food, uh, yeah, I think that's it. Affection, words of affirmation, food. Um, I enjoy gift giving. I do. I really do appreciate it, you know. Um, Especially because sometimes I may not do things for myself, you know. So like my last relationship, I definitely appreciate that she got me some things that I would have never maybe done for myself. But I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? I very much enjoyed it. Um, but essentially, I would say gift giving, I appreciate it, but it's not something that I necessarily need. Like you don't have to come home every day or buy me something all the time for me to be loved or feel loved. You know, as a man, I've always, like I said, took care of myself. So there ain't nothing that I could want that I can't go get myself or whatnot. But yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. I might be missing one, but yeah, that's some of my love languages. Let me get back to it. Do your research to learn more about these love languages. All right. I can't recall every single one, but I do know some of the ones that I give and receive. Love is best expressed through actions, not just feelings. And this is one of the biggest ones where I got caught up in. Um, so the transition from my second relationship to my third relationship, I took a lot of baggage from my second relationship into my third relationship. Um, in my second relationship, I showed my love through my actions. I definitely know I showed it through my actions. My third, I think I was traumatized from the heartbreak. In my second, didn't allow myself to fully be opened up um, to the woman that I was with, you know, and didn't allow my actions to be expressed thoroughly, you know. I showed it, yes, through actions, but not fully the way that I could have. Alrighty. Love is not just a feeling, it's actions. Right. And I think we all know that. Or we all can agree. Someone say they love you, but yet they coming home and they're beating on you or abusing you. Not really love. Um, there's a thing called cathexis, um, which I learned by I've been reading this book by Bell Hooks called All About Love. And it's definitely been helping me rekindle that side of myself, that balance of myself that I lost. Not that I lost, but just been out of balance of. And she spoke on cathexis, which is loving somebody or something because of an attachment that you may have to them. Okay. Some people get into relationships just because of an attachment that they may have, whether it be physical, whether it be mental or emotional, materially, materially, you know, until we get out that relationship and realize that, maybe I really didn't like that or love that person the way that I thought I did. Um, you know, you get tied up on, okay, for an example, anybody that had like a pandemic love, you know what I'm talking about? Like, since we were inside, there might have been somebody that just you just got caught up with, and that kind of built up a bond with, couldn't see many people, so it was just one person that, was always in your space or whatnot. And you guys kind of just learned or grew to love each other or to like each other. Um, it doesn't mean that all pandemic love was fake or wasn't real. Um, it just comes to show that within our own human uh, traits, we cling on to different things because of different situations that we're put on, that we're put into. Okay, and we got to learn. Some people get caught up in relationships just because the time, the energy, the love, and even especially the money that's invested. Some people are afraid to start over because all of that's invested. They rather just stick with this person, and they could be unhappy for the rest of their lives with this person, because they have so much invested into them, they're afraid to start over. I know it's hard, especially when it comes to for love, but never be afraid to start over. Never be afraid to start over. It happens. We learn and we grow. That's all we can do, right? We learn and we grow. Love is kind. Love is patient. Love does not boast. Love is nurturing. Love is peaceful. Love should come easy, but it also takes work. It also takes work. Like I said, if you've been in multiple relationships, you know that different people like different things. Different people need love shown to them in a different type of ways. So you're going to have to learn to love. Um, get rid of that glare. You're going to have to try and love people the best that they know how to be loved. Okay, love should come easy. Like somebody that you want to be with in life, it should come easy. It shouldn't. You shouldn't have to go into a relationship like having to necessarily try to be with that person. It should flow just like water flows. Just you. It's not to say that's not going to be hard. You're not going to have times in your life where things are going to be tough. Things are going to get rough. All right. So just remember that love should come easy, but it also takes work. Love requires work. Love should help you grow and want to be a better person. All right. Love should push you forward. Love should push you in the direction of, man, I want to be better. I don't want to be the person that I've been being or doing the things that I've been doing. I want to elevate and push myself to become better. If not for myself, for this person, or especially kids. If you have kids, for your kids, for your child, right? Unfortunately, on the flip side, love can also bring hurt and pain. There's always two sides to other things, to everything, right? Love is peace, joy, kindness, but love also brings pain and hurt. Sometimes love is not easy. Love can also cause sadness, okay? But we should never fear love, only seek to gain more and more understanding. Despite life's ups and downs, never stop showing or giving love. Okay. Never allow your heart to be hardened or grow cold. Or never allow your heart to grow cold. Always remember people's actions or reactions or lack thereof towards you are a reflection of themselves and not always a direct uh, reflection of you. Always remember that. So just because somebody gives you a certain energy, does not always reflect the energy that you're giving. Okay, and vice versa, right? Meaning the other way around. It is easier for people to hate than it is to love. Ain't that the truth? Hating comes so much more easier than it is to love. And I think that's the problem in the world. It's so much easier to see, look at somebody and have something bad to say about them. Mhm. We can't expect to receive what we are not giving or putting out. And that goes in everyone's life, even my own. In everything that you do it with a foundation of love. All right. It's been a lot going on in life, in this world. It's been very chaotic. And the absence of love and nurturing and kindness in our community has been dwindling. People don't know how to be people no more. And that goes no matter what culture, no matter what race, ethnicity, creed, no matter what religion you practice, we're all battling each other. And it's become just a constant chaos. It's become constant chaos. Now, I know every culture or community do for themselves as far as helping themselves and each other build up a community for themselves. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But you shouldn't outcast people. You shouldn't hate people. You shouldn't have biases or prejudices just because those people are outside of your ethnicity, culture, or religion. Okay, and that goes for even myself. Okay, I've noticed over the past several years that I've been building up maybe biases or prejudices because um, falling victim or prey to propaganda on social media, you know, be very candid, always having to see on social media people like me or that look like me and around in my community getting shot, killed, being abused, um, being neglected, being persecuted one way or another, unjustly, you know. It has an emotional effect on the community. We start to build up a bias like, man, forget them over there. We're not gonna trust them, you know? And we start creating this hate towards that whole entire group of people, even though it may not be everyone in that particular religion, everyone in that particular culture, that particular ethnicity that's doing that. You know, we have to, that goes across all borders. That goes across all borders. Okay. We we probably should eliminate or have to eliminate those that are just continually to breed the systematic um hate and separate everybody that wants to love and have community and learn to grow with one another. Um, we need to come to the forefront and express ourselves. I don't care what color you are, what background you come from, what religion, like I said, ethnicity or culture. We all have to live on this earth. We all have to live on this earth. regardless of whoever came first. All right. That may be. That may be a history. We all may know who came first. All right. I'm not gonna get into that. But this is here, this is now. Let's grow. That's my viewpoint on it. If I'm very honest with you, that's my viewpoint. We need to grow and move forward. All righty. I don't know what it's gonna take for that to happen. You know, honestly at this point, I don't know. Only thing that I could do is just give my opinion on things and teach. Um, and the reason why I'm teaching those that look like me and the youth that look like me in my community, and just because I want to teach those specific people does not mean that I can't counsel or help other people outside of my race, culture, or religion or background. The reason why I have the love for my community and love for the people that look like me is because we receive the most hate. You know, we must we're the ones that have to re-educate ourselves. You know, and the only ones that are going to do that are people that are in our community. We can't rely on somebody else to educate us on us. We got to do that for ourselves. But just because we're doing that for ourselves does not mean that we don't like another race, we don't like another ethnicity or another culture. We're just learning that we have to do for ourselves. So just like the rest of the world, other culture, ethnicity, race, religion, they do for themselves, right? We have to take our lives and our communities in our own hands. So I do this out of love for my community, not hate for another. All right. So, like I said, everything that you do, do with the foundation of love. Like I said, just because um I I have love for my community, those that look like me, those that don't have the same chances in life like the rest of society, just because I love helping my community of those that look like me, that may come from my background, may come from the same community um, that I come from, um, does not mean that I should have hate, prejudice, or biases on any other community. Okay, we'll put it for example. If you look in nature, right, birds of a feather flock together, right? They do for each other. But that doesn't mean that another bird is going to come to another bird's nest, tear up their nest, right? Right? Am I right? Just because I'm an eagle, you're flamingos don't fly. They're still birds. Yeah, they're still considered birds. Because I'm an eagle and you're a flamingo doesn't mean that, hey, I can't still come chill with the flamingos. You know what I mean? The flamingos can't come chill with the eagles. And it doesn't mean that we have to I have, destroy each other's community. I'm not as an eagle, I'm not gonna come in to the flamingo community and come and destroy what y'all got going on. Nah. I'm gonna see what y'all got going on. Oh, this how y'all live? Oh, cool. This what's up. This how the flamingos get down? Okay. All right, sure. Yeah. Okay. And vice versa. The flamingos should be able to come up, chill with the eagles, you know, not causing any problem with the nest. But just be like, okay, that's how the eagles get down. All right, this is something different. Okay. You know, it should be like that in life. You know, we should learn how to mingle and get along with one another and enjoy each other's space without wanting to be in control of that space. You dig me? Um, if you're familiar with like the different types of civilizations, man, I want to be honest. If there are such thing as aliens, because we may be aliens, or well, like all an alien is there. Honestly, there's no such thing as an alien. There's no such thing as an alien. No such thing. Because we call other people aliens, foreigners aliens, right? Why do we do that? Why do we call them aliens? Right? And then call people that we portray as aliens in cinema to be aliens too. Though they're not the same, right? So why do we call people that are on this earth aliens and then call people in the cinematic world that come from the sky that all creatures and all this different type of look aliens? Isn't that kind of weird how we do that? So if you want to put it in perspective, we're all aliens. We're all aliens. Okay. Let's say if we can move on from this type of civilization that we're living in, from always battling and warring over resources, and move up in the evolution chain of civilization to where we could be more productive in our progress and creativity and technological advancements. Let's say we're able to, I'm gonna just put in a hypothetical, everything that you see in movies, get off this planet, right? And or go to other worlds, right? We're going to be looked at as aliens to them. To them, they're not the aliens. That's their world. We're the aliens. So it's all about perspective. But that doesn't mean, just because we don't look at like that, we can't learn to appreciate each other and love each other and what we bring to the universe. Right? All righty. So once again, just to recap, love starts with oneself. If you don't love yourself, how can you love others? All righty. Love is love is what it is. It's not just a feeling, it's actions. And always remember that love is not just a feeling, it's actions. And different people have their own different types of what love is. All righty. Like I said, some people have love for money. That's what love is to them. That's how, people will say, oh, that's my love. That's what makes me sleep at night. I don't need a man, I don't need a woman, I don't need a wife, I don't need a husband. Just me and my money. Hey, that's all you need. Oh, yeah, that's on you. But for a lot of us, we need way more than just money to satisfy us. Yes, unfortunately, it is what it is. We need in our life to live in society, um, to be prosperous in life. Not even necessarily prosperous, but just to have a life of living that's worth of value. You know, money comes to play, whether it's the money system or trade and bartering. There's always some type of system, some type of exchange, energy exchange being placed, and then value placed on different things. Right. Always remember there's different love languages, meaning that there's different ways that you receive love that somebody else receives love. There's a different way that you give love than somebody else gives love. So research those different love languages so that way you can be knowledgeable on the different ways of how individuals receive and give love. And be knowledgeable on your own love languages and how you give and receive love. So that way when you get into relationships, you can tell that person, all right, listen, this is how I give love, this is how I receive love. You ready? Now, if you want to be in a relationship, you have to be willing to give love sometimes that you're not used to giving. Okay. And vice versa. Somebody should be able to give love in the way that you should, that you receive it, right? You can't give what you're not giving. You can't get what you're not giving. All right. There always gotta be some reciprocity. Reciprocity. All right. Like I said, I'm learning more and more in life as I go along. I'm not perfect, and I'm able to teach these things because I'm not perfect. I'm able to teach these things because I've been through certain things in life. I've been through certain situations in life where it taught me lessons. And I believe the best teachers in life are people who've actually been through it. It's easy to teach about love or how to love, but when you actually been through it yourself and understand the emotional aspect that you've had, you really, really can help somebody else understand and get through it, all right? Remember, people's reactions or reactions or lack of thereof is not always a reflection of you, but a reflection of themselves, and vice versa. All righty. All right, so that has been lesson number 8 on love. It's been short, sweet. Hope it wasn't too long. I hope you grasp some core values on love, what it means to love, what it means to live life in love. I truly believe that we live in love, we would be in abundance, no matter what lifestyle, no matter what culture, no matter what religion you come from. All right. So, as always, remember, stay safe, stay free, and always, always be yourself.